Whether your wrist pain is from computer work, driving, or too much gaming, this video is for you. Hi there, Dr. Brenda Malka, a chiropractor and acupuncturist from Los Angeles, California. And in this video, I'm going to show you simple ways you can heal your wrist pain at home. So tight muscles are the leading cause of wrist pain. The forearm muscles cross the wrist, and when these get tight, they can compress that joint. So we're going to start off by relaxing the muscles, and we do that through massage. And the massage technique we're going to do is an acupuncture medicine technique called gua sha. So first off, get some oil or a combination of oil and lotion, and make sure to rub that oil and or oil lotion combination throughout the whole extent of the arm, from the forearm crossing the wrist, because this is the area we're going to be working with, and these muscles cross this way or this way from the hand. So beginning with a spoon or a river rock that has a nice sharp edge, you're going to work down the muscles like so, along the muscle fiber, crossing the wrist and into the hand. Pausing at any areas where you feel a little bit of tension or soreness. So let's try with the back of the spoon. And you're going to continue like this across the muscle fibers for a few minutes. Or I should say along the muscle fibers. And you'll see how my skin is starting to get a little bit red. Now let's try the other side. And we're crossing this area right here, which is called the carpal tunnel. Many of you have heard of carpal tunnel syndrome, which is usually not carpal tunnel syndrome. It's usually just trigger points in the forearms. And I'm continuing down into the hand. And you can see it getting nice and red there. So now we're going along the fibers. Let's continue at a 45-degree angle across the fibers. And this is where you're going to start feeling a little bit of that crunching sensation. That's a sign of tight muscles, because we're going somewhat across the muscle fibers. Let's try the other 45-degree angle. And again, at anywhere you feel tightness, just stop and pause and continue with a little cross fiber friction in that area. Continuing on the other side, we were going along the muscle fibers. Now we're going at a little bit of an angle here, a 45-degree angle. And coming to the other side, 45-degree angle. And again, pausing. Maybe a little more of your pain is on this side, maybe more of your pain is on this side. Wherever you feel the tension, just pause and massage and continue with a little cross fiber friction. You can continue this massage too using your thumbs and massaging, or using your knuckles, or even your other forearm. This is actually an adjustment I really enjoy a lot. Placing the arm down flat, utilizing the other forearm, and pushing down really hard on that wrist until you hear a pop. And that's just a wonderful adjustment that you can do in your home. Oh, I just felt it there. And I'm coming to the other side and massaging. And once again. Another thing that helps with wrist tightness, and might even be one of the best things to do, is traction. Reaching across the hand, slide the fingers down until you reach the hand where you get a little resistance, and pull. Creating traction. So I'm pulling with this arm. Another way to create traction is with a bottle or a can, and you can just drop the arm down by the side or a weight, creating traction in this wrist area. Now that we relaxed and we did traction on that wrist, it's just time to stretch this wrist out. So I want you to start by bringing the fingers back like so. And you can come into this plane or into the other plane, just pulling these fingers back. And wherever you feel it, where the stretch becomes significant, just pause and hold. Or you could even do something that you're going to see in a lot of my videos, and that's called stretching against resistance. So right here, I'm feeling a little bit of tension, and I'm going to push in this direction without changing the range of motion against my opposite hand. And just push 10% of your strength for 10 seconds, and repeat this 3 to 5 times. Another way you can stretch the wrist is just against a surface like this table, coming on here and stretching it. And you can come into this opposite direction like this. Even with my patients who drive a lot, I encourage them to use their hands against the steering wheel and stretch the wrists out, or even in the opposite direction. So continuing on, I showed you how to stretch like this, and let's start stretching in flexion. And again, we could just do it this way and this way, but keep in mind, there's a lot of different planes that these muscles work in. So again, flexion like so. Usually if you bring the wrist out like this, you'll feel a little more tension. This is an area that tends to be a bit tight. And then coming around into this direction like so. So if you like this video and your wrist feels a little better, a little bit looser, go ahead and like and subscribe. And any questions or comments you have, I'll be happy to address them. We will be launching a new YouTube video every Wednesday and Friday at 3 p.m. And I'll be available for any questions you have or suggestions for future videos.